I actually had to erase my video. There was some profanity in it. I might have boiled over a little bit. I'm still not at a Dayton yet, so it's still pretty fresh in my memory. No Tim Hortons around too. Too much sugar in the Dunkin' Donuts. My God. Anyway, there's nothing on the earth I hate more than wasted starts. Nothing. To know that you could have won, or at least in my mind, if I get a clear run at the lead, I believe I'm a winner. That filly was absolutely loaded today. When I made the break, I was mad enough. I could feel it coming. I knew she was going to do it, and I didn't have the room. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't steady her. I couldn't back her up. I couldn't get her. There was nothing I could do. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion. I knew it was about to happen, and I was absolutely powerless to do anything about it. She makes the break. The first thought in my head was, look behind you. You only have to beat 2 horses to make the final. Look behind. There's one way back. Surely one of those horses is going to make a break in front of you. Someone. Around the last turn. Oh, there goes one more. Now I'm sitting 9th. Wait, I went by one. I'm 8th. Jesus, I'm uptight. I get a clear run at them here. I might get a check. And she got a little pacey and run again. Now, Sweet on Pete raced in pin bars. I keep saying pin bars, and people are like, what's a pin bar? I don't even know what the hell a pin bar. I don't know why I call it that. A blacksmith must have at some point in my life called them pin bars. Here's your shoe. The bar goes right through the middle. 3rd nail hole to the 3rd nail hole. Not the 2nd, not the 4th, not at the back of the shoe. At the back of the shoe, it's an ag bar. A flat bar across the back of the heel. I don't know why I call it a pin bar. No other blacksmith I've talked to in the last year knows what the hell I'm talking about when I say pin bars. I don't know what blacksmith said it was a pin bar, but it's stuck in my head. So I call them a pin bar. She raced with them when she was 2. But she trained back great. Now the problem is, track to track, surface to surface. This track right here, we've gone through it the last month. Elise Patrick, Stay Close, Royston's Punch, is a highway. It is as hard as a rock. Very hard track. And I know that. Jason knows that. We qualified her. We schooled her. It's in my mind. It's in his mind. But I would rather the devil I know than the devil I don't. I would rather leave her as is and assume and hope she's going to be okay than start changing her around again. Yes, we know she raced at 2 with bars on, but we're not putting the same equipment and same shoes on a horse because that's what they wore to. That is dumb. We're going to rig the horse, hang the horse up, and shoe the horse according to the horse that is in front of us in real time. There just wasn't enough information for myself or Jason to say, need to put those bars back on. That's not to say she wouldn't have made a break with the bars on, I guess. That's a fair question. It's easy for me to rant, and you can see how angry I am. It's easy to be angry when a horse makes a break that was going to be very good, and that could have probably won that final. But I can't just put the bars back on because you put the bars back on her, she might get into her knees. That's what she did last year. She picked at her knees a little more, which she does less without them. She could get into her knees. She could hit herself behind a little bit more. Changes the trajectory of her. Is she going to be as good with them on? Just opted to leave them off her. Probably if I had clear sailing, if I was on the front or gapped a little bit and could let her float along, maybe we would have been all right. I don't know. And none of it matters because they're not going to let us run it back. Can't change time. It just is what it is. She run. Of course I'm angry. I get in my car this morning, 9 o'clock, drove 6.5 hours down to Miami Valley. Sat there, warmed her up, warmed up good. Made a break. Threw my stuff back in the car like a little child. Got in the car and am now 45 minutes into a 6.5 hour return drive to Guelph, Ontario. So yeah, I'm mad. But it's done. For those of you I just saw a message come in, is Pete okay? Pete is 100% fine. Pete needs the bars back on. We have to make sure that she doesn't have to qualify for May 4th. Make sure her feet are in great condition and come down here and beat the ever-living piss out of them on May 4th. That's what we need to do with Pete. Now, I was going to wait till after Patrick raced to go through a few little other things I want to talk about, but if Patrick had a run, I would be in no shape to talk to anyone for at least a full day. So I'm going to just wish everybody good luck in the LD's Patrick group and continue on my way. So good luck to the Patrick group. Pete's group, I'm sorry. I can tell you exactly why she made a break, and there was nothing we can do to change it. That will not be repeated on May 4th. Of that, I'm almost certain. Now, we do have some other pieces of business. We have the Buckeye here on May the 1st. I'm speaking in Prince Edward Island. James and I are co-hosting the PEI Harness Horse Award Show. So the Horseman's Award Banquet. Meant a lot for both of us to go home and do that. It's where we're from. Had to change my return ticket because upon further reflection, the very next day, Sunday, in Miami Valley, is the Grassroots. Now, we don't have much power right now for the Grassroots. Gemstone Ruby Rose has to have a flat line, faster than 203. This is the sticker. 2.5 mile track, no exceptions. That's the rule for the Sire Stakes in Ohio. Gemstone Ruby Rose has to go in 2.3 with a flat line or faster, or she can't go. And quite truthfully, and maybe sadly a little bit, saying it out loud, might be our fastest 3-year-old Buckeye filly right now. True. Gonna have to re-qualify 1-2 skip a few, faster than 2-3. Shouldn't be a problem, but it has been. See how that works out. Isa 10 made a break last night. Has to qualify. Didn't go faster than 2-3. Remember, we raced her in London. Nice and slow. She should also be able to trot in 2 minutes, 2-1, no problem right now. And of Tom, yeah, she went fast enough. Of the 4 of them, she went fast enough. It could be a wonderful resurgence for 2 fillies that started off real slow this year, or it could be an absolute hellish nightmare on May the 1st. But to get to May the 1st, 3 fillies have to go faster than 2-3. Gemstone Ruby Rose, Isa 10, and 1-2 skip a few. That's what has to happen for those to go. A new problem bubbled up again with this spring series on. They're only going with 1 non-winners to 2 trot now. 1. That means I am going to have to take a serious look at Blue Bayou Dio and Unbeatable Kemp. Can they go to New Jersey? I was speaking to Mark. He said, well, Anthony, like King of the North and those types of horses aren't ready for the New Jersey Sire Stakes. Good point. He said some are, but, you know, it's a long year. He said, I know Ray doesn't have the King of the North ready. So maybe we will send Kemp and Deal. That's not a guarantee. This only transpired over the last 2 hours. I have no idea. 3 hours. I don't have any idea who we'll send them to and if they'll go, when they'll go. I'd like to get at least one more start into them here, but I can't. Can't get them in. Might have to race one of them in non-winners of 3 on Monday, I guess. They have another non-winners of 2 written. Okay. Blue Bayou Deal. Unbeatable Kemp. Oh, there's another one. Hold on. It'll come to me. Grace is going to be there soon when she qualifies, but she won't be till next week. There's another one. Red Horse is going to be in the Spring Series this week and or next week. Will to Win Hanover. There you go. Will to Win Hanover. Wow. So it appears we're being punished for having too many nice numbers of 2 horses. So I would say the easiest way to go about it, that maybe the New Jersey horses go there, race numbers of 2, race New Jersey Sires, I guess. Wasn't really, in my mind, I wasn't really wanting to race them in the New Jersey Sires, to be truthful. I was looking to race them I was aiming for Kentucky, to be honest. Oak Grove. Anyway, I'll have to figure something out there, because Monday, who gets in? Will School Will to Win Hanover and aim her for next Thursday, which is fine. She needs to be razor sharp and tight as a fiddle string so she can school on Friday. Maybe we race Unbeatable Kemp in the non-winners of 3 and Blue Bayou Dio in the non-winners of 2. Race will be the next week. Yeah, I guess that might work. We might have to do that, I guess. And then obviously we had a number of people asking about Sailor. I think I covered that in this week's video anyway. Sailor is fine. He was sound as a dollar today. Now he can't race. It's 8 days, so he can't be entered. He's just going to have to miss a week. We'll school him Friday also. And first, make sure he's 100%. He was this morning. I know they jogged him and he was great. Make sure he's good again. And then aim for next week. Actually, if it's 8 days. 8 days. I have to read the rule again. Anyway, Sailor will race within the next week and a half. And he was fine. So, I got to stop at some point and do the sets. It says I'm going to be home at 12:45 in the morning. So I'll give myself 15 minutes to do the sets, which makes it 1 o'clock in the morning, and then get up at 8 o'clock and go to the track. So, obviously, I'm a little pissed off. That happens. That's racing. Boo-hoo for me. Pete is 100% fine. This will not be repeated on May the 4th. So, I will talk to everybody soon. I guarantee you're having a better day than me. Take care.